Previously on Sailing Miss Lone Star, Stefan took a little too much pleasure in drilling holes in my boat. We get down and dirty trying to refill our compass on our own before calling in the professionals. Stefan gives me a lesson in varnishing. This week on Sailing Miss Lone Star, we're in Buzzards Bay, doing our best to finish up some of the big projects on Little Miss. Help us organize the few tools we have on board by commenting below about what you think we should add. Stefan gets a little hose down in the yard. Our little boat finally gets the paint job she deserves. Stefan has his own plan.
Convinced her that I'm gonna paint it the baby light blue paint color that I think looks amazing, that she thinks is absolutely horrible, ridiculous, and she doesn't like it.com.
We add a little luxury and install the TV Bianca's been wishing for with a hard drive full of the classics. Stefan gets himself stuck in a tight spot.
I don't think this is made for a 200-pound African.
We are unloading the boat of all the tools because we need to just have what we need because it's small. So we are setting up this little sawhorse here and we're going to lay everything out, oil it, and keep what we need and donate what we don't need. So that's what's on tap for right meow. So looks like this is what we've got. We've got a couple more things in that box there. And that's it. So now we're gonna make a nice little tool bag to donate to somebody else that may show up at the boatyard and need some. So if you guys have any suggestions of any tools we might need in addition to these, please comment below. Once we had gone through all of our tools, we made a little toolbox full of extra tools for another sailor in need. We began to calculate how much water one would need for an Atlantic crossing.
So we have installed 3 more of those in the boat.
Fire in the hole.
Okay, Miss Lady, tell me how much water we have on the boat with that for my whiskey.
Okay, so we have 54 gallons on board in total, and then with this it will make 79.
So right? 80 gallons of water.
Is that right?
I mean, we can each drink a gallon of water before we leave.
Yeah.
No, half a gallon.
Uh-huh.
Then we have 80 gallons of fuel on board.
Yeah.
How long do you think we could last on 80 gallons of water?
I don't know. Are we showering or not?
So we're taking saltwater showers on the back of the boat. We're crossing the Atlantic. We have 80 gallons of water. Can we make it? How much water do we need to cross the Atlantic, people? If we take saltwater showers and rinse and fresh, and we wash our dishes in salt water and rinse and fresh, can we make an Atlantic crossing 17 days with 80 gallons of water?
So I had this horse that I love dearly, and I used to wash him like twice a week. And Stephen said I can wash him out in the yard like I did my horse. All right, so this was Stefan's idea and little project for Bianca. So this is gonna feel like a real live family room in the salon. So it's exciting.
I think the fan is second priority. Just get that TV in.
We're having some trouble with the anchor. It just isn't snug enough on the bow roller. So we ordered the anchor mate from Mantis. The anchor mate works perfectly, and we're so glad we finally had something reliable to protect our new paint job. All right. Okay, I have this idea for all y'all on the East Coast. There's these little spaces on the very back of these bulkheads in the quarter berths, and I thought that it would be really cool to screw these bags to the wood so that you have like a compartment that you can zip everything away in, that you're not gonna have like fall on your head. So this will be at their feet, and then they can put all their stuff in it, and it's safe. So I'm gonna cut the straps off. These were $9 at Walmart. There it is, you can see it, screwed into the back there. And here's another one. So it's kind of a good idea, I thought. So it's all stuck there and safe. So you can put all of your stuff in there. Okay, so this is a battery charger. It's like $80 from Walmart, but we had one before that Walt bought for us, one of our patrons, when he came by, and it got wet down here because I kept it by the batteries. And now I bought these bags you can suck the air out of, and I'm gonna start storing everything in them, like linens, towels, whatever you can think of. So when we leave the boat, we're just storing everything that could be damaged by water in these guys. So we just tightened it so much, looks like I broke something loose, but it should be fine.
That thing sucks quite a bit, eh?
Yeah, it does. We just want to keep everything really, really dry. Thank you to our friend Ed at the Boatyard for all of your helpful advice and pointers. After a long day at the boatyard on Little Miss, we were invited for a sail on Ed's beautiful J-boat. It's a beautiful boat. The boat's getting taped up and ready for her paint. Very exciting. It's time to prep Little Miss for her new pink paint. From the moment I saw Little Miss in the yard with her nasty blue paint covered in moss, I always pictured her with a shiny pink paint job. After the pink was done, to my dismay, Stefan decided to add his own little touch of blue.
This is the blue. So people always ask me what I used to do before I started sailing. Definitely I was not a painter, so you're probably going to see a very bad paint job today. But I was a magician. I'll prove it to you. Get a number in your head between 1 and 10. Right now, think of it. Add 300 to that number. Add another 100. And add another 100. Add 3. Add 2. Minus 5. Minus the number you chose in the beginning.
Once Stefan had finished painting the bottom of our boat, we dive into our next project.
So what is the first steps of doing a job like this?
So first you want to just sand back any of the ragged edges because you want your epoxy and your fiberglass to stick. So right now I'm just kind of getting off all this ragged stuff. Looks like there was a little injury here, but pretty superficial, so we might just paint over that.
Okay. Oh, you got me. All right, you guys, apart from doing a sword fight with pieces of, what is it, teak? No, it's pine. Aubrey came up with a really cool suggestion.
This right here is going in here because I want a place to hang my lines. So we're going to add some resin to the back of this. We're gonna take this down to the gel coat. Then we're gonna stick it on here. Then we'll tab it in with fiberglass to the hull. So it's gonna be fiberglass to the hull. And then we'll drill some little hooks type deals on here so we can put all of the lines or any bags or anything like that that we wanna hang and keep neat. All right, so the other thing, if you have multiple projects that need epoxy and resin, the best thing to do is prep all of your stuff and then just mix the epoxy once. We're gonna go up top and we're gonna prepare the places where we're gonna mount these on the inside of the hull. So come on, let's go. Next step, putting the name on the transom. Probably my favorite part. Now, what is going to be our hailing port? Stefan suggested Hollywood, and I thought there must be some place in the United States called Unicorn. And what do you know? There's a Unicorn, Maryland, which is really interesting because it's right where the journey began. Not exactly on Unicorn Lake, but close.
Have you ever had people come in here doing such ridiculous things? Pink boat is named Unicorn?
Never.
I like it.
I love it. I love it.
Unicorn, Maryland. Do we have to put Maryland or can we put MD?
Just Unicorn MD.
Like Unicorn Doctor, MD.
Yeah, whoa, yeah.
Okay, you guys, I'm here with Lance Bonai, the science guy. So we have the names for Little Miss. Unicorn, Maryland. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the MD away, and if we get a lot of problems, we're gonna put the MD back. So it's gonna be Little Miss Unicorn. And we have some nice stars for the bow, port side and starboard side. This is very exciting. Aubrey's gonna be so impressed. And Bianca, obviously, yesterday I bought her a little unicorn with pink hair to match the boat. So let's do this. Let's do it, Lance.
All right, let's go.
What do you think about the color, Lance?
I actually like it.
I like it too. It's not that bad.
It's when you guys came to the shop that you wanted to paint it pink and everything, I was like, whoa, that's gonna be a pretty bright,
Yeah.
bold statement, but
But it looks good. It's not like
not,
a flamingo pink. It's
yes,
nice.
It's a nice pink that it matches. It goes.
I think so too. I think that's going to look very nice. I'm very excited.
Lance from the sign shop was a huge help with everything. We decided to leave off the MD for Maryland and just keep it as Little Miss Unicorn because it's hilarious. And if we run into any trouble in the future, we've got the MD in our back pocket. Thrilled with how the paint turned out and just can't wait to get her in the water and sailing.
Little Miss Unicorn! Yay! Oh, Bianca and Aubrey's gonna love that. Thank you to everybody on the Club 500 that is supporting this cause and is laughing with us in the Facebook groups and that is hanging out with us on Patreon. Club 500 is for everybody that is supporting this cause. 500 people's names on this boat, 500 free Vimeo codes, 500 names in the ebook that we are creating, your tips, your comments in our ebook, 500 people that's laughing their asses off me when I am doing the paint wrong.